Yeah, I saw Bond posted a like a screenshot of the weather and it was like 40 degrees, 41 degrees the other
40.
day. Yeah, it's brutal. One of
Yeah,
my
we
boys
always
is
want heat, but
yeah,
40 is a bit crazy.
yeah, that's too much. What one of my boys is in the army. He's been on like a course for like some kind of intelligence thing like CIS thing or something. Not CIS, that's a TV show, isn't it? Um
Yeah.
but anyway, on some kind of course for the army and they do it overseas sometimes and he was in Cyprus doing it and they're having him do all this training like outdoors at this like around this time of year in like 38-degree heat. I was like, that's disgusting. I think
Yeah,
he
it's
got ill. He
intense.
told me he got ill doing it. He's got what
Fucking
did he
hell.
tell me he got?
In all the gear as well.
Yeah, like all geared
Yeah, of
out,
course.
like layers on. Yeah, he said he got what's the word? Uh,
I guess you gotta get used to that type of environment because if you're sent to a country where it's hot and you're fighting over there, you gotta be
yeah,
prepared
you gotta
for
be
it.
used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even with the cold.
cellulitis.
Oh, okay.
Not too sure what that is, but yeah, that's what he's got. Yeah, he's like, I was like, was it bad? He's like, yeah, I was in hospital for 3 days. I was like, fucking
Oh
hell.
No
shit.
way.
Yeah, he's so unlucky. Like he's been on these courses because you go on the course and then if you pass the course, then you're allowed to do, you can be promoted to that rank or go into that role. And every time he's done it, he's got hurt or put himself in hospital. He's done it 3 times now and got hurt
Hmm.
every time. First time he went, there's like a swimming one and like it's like a swimming task. He had to like dive off a 10-meter board, and he dived in fine. I think you just dive in upwards. You don't go head first. But I think he winded
Mm.
himself, got out of the swimming pool, and then passed out and smacked his head on the hard floor, and then put himself
Oh,
in hospital. Like cracked his skull. Second
fuck.
Fuck,
time,
man.
I think he got some kind of flu, and then yeah, third time this.
It's like a sign,
This
man.
is
I
brutal.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully, fourth time lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he sent me a meme a minute ago. It was, the female prime minister, what's her name? Um, I can't remember. It's like, oh, you overlaid the text saying, Craig trying to get on course. It's like, sadly, I won't be able to do it. I tried 3 times and I failed. But yeah. So
Are we in? Are we like straight recording?
Yeah, yeah, we're rolling. We're
we're
good.
rolling. But yeah, what you boys been on?
Been in London for a couple of days this week. Just
Oh,
working on
nice.
Carnes' project again.
Hmm.
He's got loads of stuff recorded for the album. There's like, man, there's like over like 30 finished songs, probably like
Mm,
35 finished songs. But
damn.
Nice.
the more he's been working on it, the more other people have wanted to work with him as well. So there's just more and more people like jumping on the project. And luckily I've managed to like co-produce quite a lot and make a lot of the melodies for the album. So he was just showing me a lot of the stuff from it, and it sounded sick so far. There's like loads of people on there.
Mm.
He so his studio, they have a spot in Metropolis. You
Oh,
know,
sick. Yeah.
we've
Oh
all been
yeah.
Metropolis, and it's one of the nicest spots. But they have some rooms that look a little bit hidden away. So him
Hmm.
and Blade Brown have a studio there. So Blade pulled up on the second day. It's mad because I've met Blade Brown twice there now, but we haven't made any music both times we've been there. He's
Mm.
just because he's working on his project as well, so they're working on a mix for one of those. But both times I've met him, it's just like we've just been talking. We haven't actually
Hmm.
made any music, haven't like played in beats or anything like that. But
Yeah.
I feel like that probably happens quite a lot where you like meet someone like that and you don't just get to work straight away, do you? It's just I don't know. Maybe now that I've seen him a couple times, when it comes to like the next session, it might be time to work, or it just makes it easier to work with him because I've met him a few times now. Did you
Hmm.
guys have that when you were doing a lot of sessions? Did you ever have those times where you just weren't really making any music? It was just right, we're just trying to just getting to know each other more than anything. Or was yours a bit
Yeah.
different because the sessions were a bit
Some
more
people
organized, where it was like there was there for a
some people would
purpose?
go. Yeah. Some people get straight down to business, but
Hmm.
then some people, like if I think maybe like J1 for example, he's quite chatty. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
if let's say we ran 2 sessions, I think we maybe finished half a song, if that, maybe
Yeah,
like a verse.
right.
Because yeah, some people are just chatty, some people, you just talk, get to know them and everything.
Yeah,
I think yeah, sometimes it's just how it goes, isn't it?
yeah,
I
of
don't actually
course.
mind it. I think it's good to like
Nah,
get to
I
know
don't mind
the
it either, to
artist
be honest.
more.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
and because this is his studio as well, it's not like I've just arranged this one session with him. We both know that we're there to make music. It's just like I was there with Carnes, and he's pulled up because it's his spot. So it's not like
Mm.
it was booked out just to work. So it was more just, oh yeah, we're working. He's pulling up. We're just chatting, and
Yeah,
a lot more casual.
yeah, a
Yeah,
lot
for
more
sure.
organic as well. When the music comes, it
Yeah,
comes, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. I think that's like one thing that makes it. They can make the music a lot better, and it's just like getting to know each other for a little bit, and
Hmm.
because it's less of a feels less transactional. Then it feels more natural. Like you're actually like I don't know. It keeps the like the not passion, but just the vibes right. It's music in it. At the end of the day, it's not like a business transaction.
Yeah,
At that point, so it's like yeah, you just got to try and make it as natural as possible.
I think you gotta know how to read the room as well, because there might be people in that situation where they see someone like that, and all they can think about is, right, I need to
Want to
just
make a
play my
song?
beats. I need to do something,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
you can look a bit too keen, and you can kind of fuck up the relationship. Then,
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's like anything in it. It's like you wouldn't ask a woman to like marry you on the first date unless you're like some crazy person. So you got to kind of have that mentality with other stuff as well, like studio sessions.
yeah,
Just be normal, man. Like just yeah, just get to know the person. Like say read the vibe. If they're just trying to get to work, then obviously just get to work. But
hmm,
yeah, if they're trying to make conversation and stuff, then just go with it.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
fully.
yeah,
Well, yeah, I just had a few days down there working on that,
Mm.
and then just trying to get back to it today. How about you guys?
nice. Yeah, just been filming. I've upgraded to 4K. I went to 4K for a bit and then I went back. But I
Hmm.
saw a stat that I think it's like 50 or like 57% or 60% of people watch YouTube on TV now instead of on like laptop and phones. So I was like, shit, I need to upscale. I saw like a YouTube Marcus Jones, like a YouTube tips guy. He was like, yeah, you just make sure you're filming 4K now because
Yeah,
you don't want to lose viewers just for having like not the best resolution when you can have it. So yeah, I've been filming um a couple more like sales calls and stuff and mentorship stuff and honestly just normal stuff. I had a problem with the website actually. Someone bought a kit yesterday and the file had corrupted on my end, so I had to like
mm.
he sent me like well one I said I made some for some reason two guys bought the same kit and then I got one email saying refund me now, the download link didn't work. I was like, oh shit, sorry man, let me fix it. And then the other guy was like, oh, I don't know if don't know this, but I tried clicking on the link and this is what came up and it was like some black error screen. And I was like,
Mm.
oh shit, let me
Mm.
take a look. So I just
What
re-uploaded
do
the
you
kit.
use the native Shopify downloader, or do you use SendOwl?
Not Sendowl. I think I got a different one. It
I was gonna
basically
say because I had the same issue this week, which was
oh
weird.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
What do
I
you use?
basically
just the normal Shopify
The
downloads
Shopify one.
thing.
Mm.
I think
Yeah,
it might
yeah,
be the same one. Yeah. Because you when you upload you make a new product and then you save it and publish it, and then you at the top it says more, and then you put like attach file, and then you just do it through there. But
yeah.
it popped up with like a yellow warning saying like this file isn't readable or something, so I had to kind of re-upload it. Did that happen for every kit?
Not every single one. There was one main one that it was happening with where we got quite a few emails, and then when we just looked in the back end, there was a few other files that needed replacing. We just had to re-upload them, and it seemed to work then.
Yeah,
I don't know what caused it.
maybe they just had some server crash or something on
Yeah.
their end. Yeah, but no, it's all good now. But yeah, that's it. I'm off to where am I going? Newcastle today for a couple nights. Friend's 30th. So many 30ths this year, but I think this is the last one. I kept saying, "Oh, this
Is
is the
it?
last one," but now there's another one. A friend from uni. It's like super late in our year, like super young in our year.
It's not really one that you can miss either, is it? Someone's 30th.
No, no, it should be fun. But yeah, how about you, Ocean? Sorry?
The
No,
mic's gone
never.
really quiet.
Yeah, it's gone a bit quiet. But no, I've never been to Newcastle. I've been I think I went once with uni to play a basketball match, but like that was just bus down, play the game, and bus back. I didn't really stay there. So yeah, this will be the first time. Have you guys been?
Yeah, I've been to Newcastle. It's a cool city, you know?
Mm. Yeah, it
Yeah,
does look a
it's
little bit
quite a nice
different.
city.
A
Hmm
different kind of vibe up there. Lots of Geordies.
Speaking of the 4K stuff and watching YouTube on TV, have you ever watched your own stuff on TV just to see how it looks? And does it look
Yeah,
different?
yeah. That's why I was like, shit, I need to change it because it looks good on like a mobile or on a laptop, but yeah, as soon as you blow it up onto a bigger screen, I was like, shit, it looks like it's in like 720p or something.
I just noticed that the color on mine that really changes. So on laptops looks fine,
Hmm.
phone looks fine. And I guess it depends what monitor you're looking on as well, because on mine everything looks fine, but then I've watched it on other people's and I'm like, man, everything looks so dark.
Yeah, like
So
washed out.
yeah, and I really noticed that on my TV because I watch a lot of YouTube on my TV. So I was thinking, I wonder what mine looks like. So I watched it and I was thinking, man, this looks crazy dark, like
Yeah,
just not how it should be looking anyway. But I
yeah,
wasn't really sure how to fix it. I'm not the best with color grading.
yeah. I don't know either, to be honest. I just kind of use a LUT, just drag that on, adjust some settings, but
Do you
I think it's
film
still.
in
Sorry.
S-Log?
No, say again.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, do you film in S-Log with a flat picture profile?
yeah. Well, not it's not S-Log, but there's like a similar version for Canon that I used. I did buy like a S-Log profile, but it was
Right.
just weird to to color grade, so I used a similar version of it, but just like a Canon version.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you,
Yeah.
Ocean?
Mm,
S-Log. Okay. Right.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe I need to look into doing that. I was trying to get Chat GPT to help me. It's quite good at helping with color grading. I've used it a few times. You can send a screenshot, like say if you're in Premiere and you pull up the vector scopes and stuff and just have your image there, you'll screenshot it and just ask it how you can improve it and it'll say, you know, maybe increase the vibrance by this, the shadows, whatever it might be.
Um.
But I was asking because, yeah, I thought that it might be something to do with because I just film with the standard setting, and Sony's like tends to give a decent image, I guess. I only change a couple things, like sometimes the exposure, shadows, vibrance, things like that. But then when I watch it on the TV, yeah, it's just crazy dark. So then I thought maybe I need to record S-Log, some type of like flat profile. But
Mm,
then when you research it, it's like if your camera's only like 8-bit, it can be really hard to color grade it if you film with a flat profile. But then cameras that are like 10-bit, I think it's 8 and 10-bit, unless I'm getting that wrong, then it's a little bit easier to do. I think mine's 8-bit, so then I was like, right, maybe I can't record with a flat profile. Do I need a new camera? And then you start going through these like rabbit holes of buying loads of new shit. I've got a Sony A7C, and then the lens that I'm using is this is 16 to 55, I think, G Master lens. So it's a nice lens and everything, and the camera's good. But I think because it's the compact version, it's just I think it's supposed to just be designed to give you a good image, just
out the
straight from
box.
recording. Yeah.
Mm, yeah. What would you prefer? Like, I don't know if it's because obviously we've been doing it for a while, and we always want to make stuff a little bit better, make the picture better, make the content better and stuff. Um, but like, would you just for convenience, would you just rather have something like that where you can just like turn it on, start it, and get a pretty decent picture off of it? Because there was like another camera, I think it's like a Fujifilm one that had a built-in like film look to it. So you just switch it
Mm,
onto like film look, and then you can anything you film looks like more like old school. It's got like grain added to it and all that kind of stuff.
yeah.
But yeah, I think I filmed She's Plenty on one of those cameras, like the built-in grain and stuff. I did a bit of color grading afterwards, but yeah, all the grain and stuff was kind of like built into it.
Oh, so you filmed that whole music video on that? You didn't have to do any color grading.
No, I did a bit of color grade. I pulled in the same look I normally use, but
Okay, you just started with that
yeah, but I'll be
baseline.
totally honest, like it was a bit of a nightmare to grade because some clips were like Kyle kind of underexposed some of the shots, so I had to really,
Oh, really?
yeah, not pull it too far, and but still had to kind of make it match every other shot. It was a bit tricky, but I think
Yeah.
that was just an exposure thing.
Well, to answer your
So,
question, I think I prefer to just have it as simple as possible
mm,
and not have to do so much editing after. But it was only when I watched it on TV when I realized it's not translating as well as I'd like it to. And then you start thinking about other options. I've just
yeah,
watched
Hmm.
certain channels on YouTube where everything just looks crystal clear on the TV and it's just consistent throughout. But I guess that's why you have a good editor and someone who can color grade properly.
yeah. And some of the bigger guys,
Yeah.
they're shooting on like crazy cameras as well, aren't they? So,
Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah, yeah.
not even in the same, what do you call it? The same file type. I noticed that there's different file
yeah,
types and it has
Mm,
crazy different details depending on the file type too,
yeah,
which
mm,
can take up mad
yeah. There's
gigs
lots to
on
think
your
about.
SD.
yeah.
Hmm.
Did you watch Ocean's videos on the TV? Because you had like you've got like the level up and from Jay's, right? Because you were filming in like some
Yeah,
crazy like
so
format.
so I do it all mine in S-Log. I can't remember. I got Ibrahim to set me up basically. So I can't remember exactly how, like what the settings
Right.
are. But essentially, it's really, really good quality, and then it's also really high files. Do you know what I mean? Like it's very heavy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Every video is like a minimum 60 to 100 gig, and if it's outdoors, then it's even more.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's intense, innit? I do film 4K. What camera are you using right now?
I'm using the A7S3. I've had it for about 4 or 5 years. It's really good.
Mm.
A7S3. Okay.
But if I was to upgrade, I'd get the FX. I think it's FX30, which is
Oh,
very
I've seen
similar but
those as
just
well.
smaller.
Yeah, they're supposed to be really good for filming, aren't they?
Yeah, but Jay, you could get away with filming in S-Log now because you film mainly in your studio.
Yeah.
So once you do it in S-Log, all you need is a preset. Get someone to do a
Yeah, just
nice
one like
preset
drag
for
and
you,
drop look.
and then it'll always just be
Yeah.
Yeah,
drag and
that's
drop, and
true.
you'll be good. Hmm.
I'll maybe speak to Eves or someone that can yeah, try and create some type of lot
Hmm.
just to see
Yeah.
if we can get a consistent image. But yeah, it was just when I was trying to get ChatGPT to create the lot. I think I did a test footage with S-Log and
Hmm.
the preset it gave me was just like terrible. Or the
Uh,
advice it gave me. But when it was helping me with simple stuff, it was really good. But then when I filmed S-Log, then yeah, whatever it told me to change, it just looked shit. But it was saying like cameras with 8-bit can be hard to work with once you start filming in S-Log.
hmm.
I can't remember what it was. It might have been something to do with the shadows or there was something that wasn't like quite right.
Mm.
Got you. Man, it might be time to upgrade the camera.
Maybe. This is a good camera though.
But
Be
you
ashamed
know
to let it
what?
go.
They last for it. That if you take care of it, you can use a camera
Yeah.
forever. Like this camera has had
Well, I
me
thought
on for
this
at
was
least
gonna
like
be like the forever camera.
400
How
videos
much
now.
was yours?
Oh man, it was expensive. I probably dropped about between the lens and the camera, I think about 6 grand.
Whew, damn.
Yeah, it was a
What do
big
you know what the
investment.
camera was by itself?
About 3.5. I think
Okay.
you might be able to get it cheaper now because I got it when it was pretty much just dropped.
Yeah. Yeah, I did the same with mine as well. I wonder what I paid. It was definitely like over 2 bags at the time just for the camera.
Yeah.
And
but
what's yours again?
it's been a
Sony
good
what?
investment. Sony A7S III.
A7S3.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, maybe it's time. Well, so FX3 is the one, because there's the FX30 and then FX3 is there?
Oh
FX
yeah.
is one of the FXs. I can't remember which one, but whatever one is the more expensive one is the better one.
I
Yeah,
think it's the
FX3.
FX3.
FX3,
It's like
yeah. That one is like
3,500.
it's pretty much the same as the A7S4, but just way
Okay.
smaller. And it's
Right.
newer, so it's a little bit more
Yeah.
upgraded. But if I was to switch camera, I would get that. But there's just not much of a big jump at the moment to justify it for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out because you can rent them as well, can't you? It might be
Oh
worth
yeah,
just
of
renting one
course.
for a day,
Yeah,
see,
yeah.
just to see if it does make a difference.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a good shout.
The guy I was watching on YouTube where I was like, man, everything looks so clear. I was trying to figure out what camera he was using, and then he always like talks about his editor. So I went on his editor's Instagram, and the camera he was
Hmm.
using was some like massive like filming camera. You know, it wasn't just a
Oh,
DSLR. I was like, okay, this makes sense. This guy is using some serious shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
And lighting as well is important too, right?
Yeah,
Oh
fully. I
yeah.
just use the two Elgato lights in front of me, but I feel like they're a bit harsh. I've always got a big shine on my head using these. The I know it's better to use one of those soft boxes, isn't it? But I just didn't like how much room it was taking up in my room.
Hmm.
Yeah. No, I used to have a massive soft box, excuse me, in my old setup, but yeah, it literally was like here, and then it was like maybe that wide. It was huge. So I got a smaller one, and then it still does a good job, but you get that kind of softer, like get softer shadows and stuff when you're filming.
Yeah, it's just nicer on the skin, innit?
Yeah.
What are
Yeah, it makes
you using now? Have you still got the Elgato lights?
You talking to me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I still use the Elgato. I
Just
got
reminded me of
two.
that last one. You
I
still
got
use them,
two.
yeah.
I got one that faces me directly, and then usually I have one on the side.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
And
What
then
brightness do you usually keep them on?
quite low. I should probably actually turn it up, but I keep it quite low just to make it more
Yeah, I think
soft.
I've got one on 20 and I think my other one's usually on like 15, but mine's just
Hmm.
like one on that side, one on that side. So it's quite low to be fair. Do you get some natural light in as well? Or do you shut the
Not
curtains and
really.
then
I
just use
purposely
these
cut.
lights?
Yeah, I shut the curtains now, and then I also got this lamp in my studio, and I put it kind of just behind me. Sometimes it's
Mm,
directly behind me, so it's more of like a globe around my head.
right,
Yeah.
And
okay.
then
Yeah,
I'm meant to have a blue one, but the charge runs out too quick, so I don't get to use it in every video. But a
right.
blue one that should be beside me.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I've watched like quite a lot of videos on it. I think aside from the lens and the camera and stuff, if you can really nail your lighting, it can really enhance the production value. But it takes a lot of trial and error just to make sure like you're well lit and everything looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Because I think for people that listen as well, they might be thinking, shit, I need to spend like 6 bags on a camera and a lens. But I do feel like even if
Nah,
you just got some cheap-ish lights on Amazon just to get the lighting quite right in your room, you can do so much with just a phone.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
for sure. Yeah. And lights
And I
aren't that
guess for
expensive. Like one I got
Mm,
is like 100. I think I got it's like 150, 160, and that's like, and you can still go cheaper than that. You know, it's like
yeah.
Mhm.
it's not too expensive to get better lights. It's more obviously it's gonna be way more expensive to get a better camera, but yeah, lightings can
Yeah.
be a lot more affordable.
Yeah, I'd say just definitely try many different setups and stuff because also I think your skin tone kind of matters. So I know, for example, like if I use a softbox, usually the light is a bit too harsh on my skin. So I look a bit,
Mm,
it doesn't look warm. Whereas when I use the Elgato and I can change the warmth, it makes me look a
yeah.
bit more, I like how it makes me look lit, if that makes sense. But like
Yeah,
you were
yeah.
saying,
Hmm.
for softboxes, or was you saying Elgatos make you look a bit too shiny? So
Yeah, I feel like mine
definitely,
do, but they're like right in front of me, so I always get this like brightness on my head.
mm,
Like it's quite intense, but maybe I just need to play around with the lighting. I usually have the temperature uh it's on 4700.
is that quite orange, like warm, or is that more the white one? I never remember.
Let me see if I change it now. So 4700, if I bring it up, it starts getting more orange.
Okay.
So I'll leave it about there, but it kind of matches the vibe of my room as well.
Yeah.
So I go for like a little bit of a warm look because it matches like the orange lights and everything. But I think
Mm-hmm.
for natural lights, is it like 5600? Yeah, so mine will be more on like the orange side then,
Mm-hmm.
because I think if you go for the natural look at like 5600, I think they say it is, I could be wrong there, it starts getting a little bit cooler. It doesn't look as like warm.
Mm.
Yeah.
What have you got yours set to?
I can never remember because I've actually just kept the same setting for ages, but it's more on the warmer side. I don't really like white light on me.
Yeah, yeah.
I like it warm, so my skin tone is more warm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do like the Elgato one, so when I
Yeah.
set up this space, I just wanted everything to be as simple as possible. When I had my
Yeah,
old
the
spot,
design is good.
I had to like, mm, when I had
Nice
my
and
old spot,
slick,
I've like tested the softbox lights, I've tested some other lights, and I used to hate having to like bring the lights out and set them up, and you
Yeah,
just want
nah,
everything as simple as possible, just ready to go.
Yeah, for sure.
exactly. And like you said, the
When
soft
you've got
boxes
those
just take up
ideas, you just want to
space.
act quick, don't you? Yeah.
Hmm.
Mhm.
No, for
What's
real.
next on the equipment list? Have you got your eyes on anything that you want?
I feel like I always do. You know how we was talking about the camera,
Oh, the
but
Osmo.
not the Osmo. But I was thinking either that or they have a gimbal which tracks you. So for example, you could just set up your camera in the gimbal, and wherever you
Mm-hmm.
move, it moves. Just like the Osmo,
Oh, that's it.
but because you got the gimbal, you can put your actual nice camera on it and have the quality stay the
Right.
same,
Oh,
but
that's kind of
everything is just
cool.
moving.
Yeah.
Maybe as like
That's
a
pretty
second
sick,
angle.
actually. Is that a DJI one?
Yeah,
So you just like set it on your desk so it acts as a tripod, but then when you're moving around the studio, it will follow you as well.
yeah,
Sounds like a bougie obsbot one. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah. That's what you're using at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
but the quality on your one looks amazing though. It doesn't.
Yeah, I'm really happy with it. It's just so much more convenient because the obviously like the Sony ones are a lot easier to use as webcams if you get the link thing. But this
Mhm.
one's just long. Like the sometimes it'll just turn itself off halfway through a call after like keep making sure it's on. And
Yeah.
then
Get
the
overheated and
USB,
shit.
yeah, overheats and stuff. I was like, let me just get a decent webcam and then just use that for my calls and everything because yeah, it's just a nightmare. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, it's all right. I quite like it. I think it's pretty solid. It wasn't too expensive either. I think it was like maybe 180 or something.
Nice.
I was looking at them a while back, and
Yeah.
just as I was looking at them, I think I left it like a couple of weeks. I was like, I don't really need one. I just thought it'd be handy to just keep it just for that, because when you've got Zoom calls or like with sponsors or whoever it might be, sometimes it's long like getting out the actual camera and it overheats and stuff. And then
Yeah.
as I was looking, like a week later, they hit me up to see if I wanted to work with them and do a sponsor. I was like,
Oh
yeah,
shit, I
perfect.
remember. Yeah. Yeah. You got
So
one
stuff
right.
like
They
that's
sent you
perfect
one.
because if you're happy to promote it, it's like, yeah, makes sense. I was looking at one myself anyway.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, they are kind of sick. Although I don't regret getting this one. I do like it, but as soon as I bought one, I started getting loads of ads for like better OBSBot ones.
For the
It's
better
like
one.
a more premium one. I was like, oh fuck, I should have got that one. But it doesn't matter. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But I could have like a multicam setup.
that'd be sick.
That'd be cool. One there, and then
Yeah.
I'll put one like fly on the wall, one right in the corner,
Oh yeah.
and then that kind of can move
Hmm.
around as well. That'd be cool. But yeah.
Have a
some
bird's
point.
eye view one would be good as well. Just like
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
over your keyboard.
I do like I really like John Mick's beat setup because he's got a similar thing. Like he's got big main camera, probably like a nice camera where this webcam is, and then yeah, he's got a webcam like taped to the ceiling that just looks straight down on his keyboard or whatever he's using, like a sampler or MPC or whatever MPC. And then there's like another one in the back corner that's like a fly on the wall that shows the whole room. And then he's got like 6 different camera angles. They're not like bougie cameras, like 4K, but they're like premium, like good webcams. And they just like it looks really clean. Like, I like how it looks.
Yeah.
I think it's more so having those angles as opposed to like the quality of them. It just gives you more of like a immersive feeling. When he's
Mhm.
making music.
Yeah,
So
that's intense editing that though. If you're filming 4K as well,
Definitely.
that's 6
yeah,
cameras.
yeah. I think he has a guy that does it for him, and then like he'll just have different scenes. So if he's making, so he kind of makes it easier for the editor. Like he'll has his like Steam Deck, and when he's doing something on the keyboard, he'll just tap, like keyboard
Oh,
shot,
okay.
and then it'll just pop to it, and then kind of almost edits on the fly.
Yeah, that's smart. So you can just
Yeah,
quickly switch the camera angle. It's like watching live sports or something.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Mm.
But I guess the only thing you'd have to get good at is remembering to quick,
To press the
make sure
Steam
you.
Deck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you'd maybe need like a monitor that's showing you what shot has been shown because you might just film an entire video and miss everything.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah. The Steam Deck is quite clutch though, especially if you can. I've seen producers set it up for plugins.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you
I was
just
just
hit it
about
and
to
then
say,
Omnisphere will pop up.
yeah, yeah. Kix has got it all set up for like EQs and reverbs and stuff. And then I've been watching. I've signed up to Pure Mix. Like it's kind of like Mix with Masters. It just shows you like
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
all these sessions and stuff. And yeah, there's a guy, a little Uzi Vert's engineer, and he's got a similar thing. Like when he's setting up his project to mix, he'll like pull all the stems in. He'll highlight one stem if it's like the vocals. He'll just press a button, and it changes the color, brings it down to where all the vocals are. Same for the drums, same for the melody and all that stuff. So it's like he said, what would have taken me about 15-20 minutes to do, it takes me like 2 minutes now.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty clutch.
You can really start to streamline your whole process with all these new tools and stuff like that.
Yeah, I probably
Mhm.
don't streamline my stuff enough. I don't even really
Same.
have a template anymore. I just have real
Same.
basic template, soft clipper on the master. No like certain sounds that I use. Because I've done that before where I've had a template where it's just my go-to sounds, but then I felt like I was just using those same sounds all the time. Or I
Mm.
ended up just changing them eventually, so I was like, I might as well just not have them there. So
Yeah,
Yeah. Hearing all these people that are super streamlined, I feel like my workflow is still so primal. Still
yeah,
dragging in stuff on folders and stuff like that. Not even using browsers most of the time, so
you're an OG,
that is so
man.
and
log.
and stopping the beat to hear sounds, you know what I mean? It's not
Yeah, that's
ideal.
crazy.
Yeah,
Has
you
Logic not sorted
graduated.
that yet? Like, can you still not go through sounds? And do they not have a browser to just quickly go through
You
sounds?
you you do have a browser, yeah, but it's just it's very sometime-ish. Like some sounds might
Right.
play, sometimes not, but also it doesn't play as I'm playing my beat.
That's the
Not on
worst.
point.
It's so
How
strange.
can you have a DAW that doesn't even play
It's
some
a simple
sounds?
thing. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's
Yeah,
kind of mad.
it's not you can do it, but it's not like FL, it's not fluid like that yet. So
Right.
hopefully in the Nuts update, I don't know if anyone's telling them this. They need some they need they need me to advise them, bro.
Yeah, they do, man.
I'm in
I
this
think
store
everyone
like
just assumes
24/7.
that, yeah, that's the thing. I think everyone just assumes that someone else is telling them.
Mm,
There's a word for that. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like, so say if you were driving on a motorway and you see a car accident, or you drive past a fire or whatever it is, in your head you're just thinking, oh yeah, that's getting sorted, like someone's called. But the reality
mm,
is everyone could be thinking that same thing. It's like everyone thinks that
Yeah,
someone else is taking care of it. I forgot what the word is for that like particular thing. But yeah, it's like that with Logic where it's like you just assume that someone else is giving them the feedback and they kind of know about this, but really they need everyone's feedback to say like what these problems are. Otherwise they just don't know. Otherwise it's just like one guy in a forum that's just telling them about his specific problem. Then when they
Yeah,
release
literally.
updates, everyone's like, "Why ain't you brought us what we wanted?" It's like, well, no one told us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing with these updates as well. It's always, don't get me wrong, it's always cool features, but
Hmm.
realistically, I remember in one of the recent Logic updates, they brought out like this AI piano player. Cool feature, but
Not
the browser
necessary.
would have been better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like list of priorities, but they go for like the tenth one on the list. It's like, yeah, piano generator, let's do that one.
Yeah, literally. They got all the stem splitting down amazing, you know, everything you can split
Hmm.
into 8 different ways. And to be honest, it sounds quite good. But we just need the
Hmm.
I think
basics still,
sometimes they probably
definitely.
listen to their developers. They just say to
Mm,
their developers like, what else can we do? And then they'll probably say, oh, we can do this or we can do that, and then maybe they pick from that instead
yeah.
of
Yeah,
like getting the feedback first and then working on that.
Probably working on
yeah,
their
it might.
USP as well, you know, because
Yeah.
if
Yeah, for
Logic
sure.
is becoming the best door for AI stuff, then that's like, okay, you use Logic if you want to use AI shit.
Hmm.
You know what I
For
mean?
sure,
Have you
yeah.
guys been using much AI for music? Like, how are you feeling about AI right now and
I
music
don't mind it
production?
at all, but I just don't use it enough. But I'm starting to
Hmm.
use AI in general more. Like I'm trying to be a lot more in ChatGPT, for example, just for normal stuff.
Yeah.
Even if I have questions that are more specific, trying to use ChatGPT a bit more.
Hmm.
Um, but
What
in
about
music, I don't have a
specifically
problem
music
with it.
production?
Mainly the main thing I use it for is stem splitting.
Yeah.
Not really for ideas or anything yet.
Hmm.
What about you guys?
Yeah. No, no, I'm the same as you. Really. Like when I'm making stuff, I don't really use it for music stuff, but I'll use it for a lot of other stuff now, like YouTube, like making a script for YouTube. I'll always,
Yeah.
have it analyze my script and be like, oh, does this read well? Am I droning on certain parts for too long, and it'll kind of cut it all down for me. Um, Obviously, like it's not perfect, but I'll still have to go through. But it does like a really good job for the most part, and then you just go in and add your own edits and stuff. But yeah,
Mm,
I use it for emails. I
mm,
used it to like make some proposals and stuff like that. You just tell it the points you want, and then it'll put it into like a real nice, like professional like proposal. Um, any like course content, any content I'm putting in the portal, I'll use it to like give me some ideas. And there's a really good one called Napkin AI, and it's if you want like infographics, like if you're making course content or like a presentation, you just type in your script and it'll just give you like an infographic of what you're talking about to like illustrate it a bit
Yeah.
better.
yeah. So
Um,
something I've been
mhm.
doing as well is putting in, for example, if I'm going through a course or if I'm going through a book, I'll put it into ChatGPT and get it to analyze the whole thing and then apply it specifically to what I need it to answer. Because sometimes I'll be reading a book and it's great information, but I can't. I'm like, yeah, but how do I apply it? How do I take the
Right.
next step and make it work for me? So ChatGPT
Yeah,
kind of helps with that. I'll tell it,
How are
okay,
you prompting that?
take this
Are you
book.
just mentioning the book and saying like, oh, in
No,
chapter
so you have
three
to
in
put the
this,
book in. So
or
you
like you
have
take a
to
right.
picture of it
So, for
or the
example, I
PDF
might
or
download
something?
it. Yeah, I might do it as a PDF, and then I'll be like, okay, and just take this book in as knowledge. Okay, I've got
Hmm.
it as knowledge. All right. So this is the specific problem I have. Using the principles from the book, can you blah 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 blah, and then it will kind of give
Right.
me my problem solved within that framework.
Right. Yeah, that's pretty smart.
Hmm.
There's
It
some
does a
good
good
ways to
job, to
use
be
it, man.
fair.
I'd say I mainly use it for business stuff like that. So
Hmm.
helping with the copy for releases, even just brainstorming ideas for releases,
Mm.
names for kits, or release strategies. Just most of the time I'm using AI, it's to do with just kind of helping me brainstorm and think
Yeah.
about certain strategies or taking a look at data, analytics, things like that. For music production, I don't really use it. There's sometimes I'll use maybe like a chord generator, like Spawn, for example. But it's
Hmm.
more when
Oh
I'm
yeah.
just not really feeling inspired and I'm just like, I want to maybe just come up with something different because we all know our go-to chords. I like to use those sometimes just to see if it can spit something out that I wouldn't normally think of. So I don't mind
Hmm.
using it for that. But I am kind of getting sick of all the AI tools that are coming up because there's just so much shit as well.
Yeah,
A
there's
lot
a
of
lot of
it's
shit, not many
regurgitating as
raps.
well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone knows it's the new thing. It's like everyone wants to be in AI. It's like the opportunity for people to make money because it is just the whole new thing. It's like when the internet first came out, it's like that type of thing where everyone's excited about these crazy tools. But
Mhm.
yeah, I don't know. I just get so many emails from AI companies saying we've developed this new thing and it's helping music producers. And I look at it and I'm just thinking this has like been done quite a few times. Or if I use this, it's not really fun. Like
Hmm.
it's quite interesting to see what these tools can do. You know, if you use like Suno, for example, I know obviously they're getting lots of shit because they're unethically training it. It's quite interesting to see what these platforms can generate. 'Cause it's like fucking hell, like AI has just made this piece of music. But for me
Yeah.
to use that in my workflow, it just wouldn't happen because I want to make music. It's like once you have a
Yeah.
tool just making something for you, it's like what's to me it feels like what's the point? Like
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
get it, it can be quite fun. And maybe you've started an idea, you could run it through something and it could kind of act as like a co-producer with you. Because I like, for example, there's the output tool called co-producer. I think that's pretty
Hmm.
sick. You can
Yeah, that
start
looks
making a
good.
beat, run it through that, and it'll kind of give you some ideas back. But for something that's just going to make everything for you, and all you're doing is writing a prompt, I just
Takes the
can't
fun
see
out
how
of
that's
it.
fun as a producer.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's the whole
it's
point
quite
of
difficult
music.
to articulate it in words as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, when you like create a session and like there's a nice like I just need it to be a little bit more like and like oh yeah, I got you, it's almost like trying to come up
Yeah.
with that.
Mm.
But I also do not think as well like it's just like it slows sometimes it just slows the workflow down. Like if you wanted to get like a melody, you'd have to think of a prompt, type it into AI, wait for it to generate what it needs to generate, then download it and then put it in. Whereas like
Yeah.
if you want an idea, like if you don't get any inspiration, I'll just go Splice or just find a little chord starter, or like I'll make my own chords and I'm like, oh, I know I want a flute on this, but I don't know what kind of flute. I'll just go and Splice. It's like 20,000 different flute phrases in there. So I'm like, that seems more seamless than typing in a prompt and stuff. Co-producer sounds like the closest, like the one of the best, like a better option for AI because it's right
Hmm.
there. It'll analyze it on the fly, give you options. So it's
Yeah.
almost like more of a tailored version of Splice, using their algorithm.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
but
Mm.
yeah, all these other ones, it just seems long. Like there's that what's it called? Ace Studio. They reached out to do one like a sponsor, and it looks all right. But again, it's like you have to sing in your melody, and then although you click in the MIDI right, and then you change the words and the lyrics if you want vocal chops. I'm like, it's just longer. I'd just rather just pull a phrase in from Splice or something like that. But it might just be me though.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a middle ground because I don't want to be the guy that's just against AI and just refusing to accept it. It's like it can benefit us. So
Mm.
I want to be aware of the stuff that can help my workflow, but I
Mhm.
also just want it, I also just don't want it to do everything for us because then it just takes away the fun and the creativity for me.
Yeah.
I hear that.
Yeah.
I
I
hear
think
that.
it's the people that make the people that make these products. I think you can tell if the person who made it is actually in that niche themselves, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
they fully understand the workflow, so they create something that is like supports the workflow in whatever particular
Hmm.
skill it's helping you, serve with it.
That's why
So
Spawn was good because
yeah.
it's coming from Jacob, who is a producer, a legit producer. But then, like, what's the one that Timberland's working with? That's Udio or is that
I think that might be
I keep
sooner,
getting
right?
Suno, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
Suno and Udio are the two big ones, right? They're going through all the lawsuits. Um, but yeah, like I think it was the owner of Suno that was saying he's created this because making music isn't enjoyable. It's too stressful to learn it. So he's making it accessible to like everyone. It's like, what do you mean it's not enjoyable? Like it's
I
a
don't know.
crazy thing to say.
That's so weird.
Mm.
But
I
looking at
think
him, you can kind of tell he doesn't come from music. He's just coming from this like software engineering background, probably really smart coding, and
yeah.
has just figured out this way to make money with this AI tool. But then
Hmm.
when you start getting into how unethical the training is. And you've all seen the videos of them like spitting out beats that other producers have made. Like they were spitting out some stuff that had producers' tags in it. So it's like, all
Oh
right, how
my
much of this is
God.
actually being generated, or are you just pulling different sounds from different beats, or what is it? Like, what actually is it?
Yeah,
The
Yeah.
video of Timbaland playing that beat from K Fresh. Is it K Fresh?
yeah.
Was that his name?
Yeah,
I
Like,
yeah.
that's
can't remember,
crazy.
but I know what you're
What is
talking
that?
about. Yeah. Well,
It's literally
that's
just
why
his
I
beat.
think with this kind of stuff, yeah, it cannot be so centralized like that where they just feed everyone's beats and everyone gets access. I think it needs to be,
Ah,
if we're going to do that, it needs to be something personable where we feed it our own beats to get our own stuff back out. But then again,
hmm
it's risky because it's like, how can you trust a company to just keep your data safe? Do you know what I mean? You feed it your stuff and it only gives it you.
Yeah. Well, I guess
yeah.
they'd be like, if they were
Because
to do that,
that's
they'd have to do it like Facebook, right? They'd have to be like, if you opt in, you're opting in for us to share your data or have access to your data. But if there's a paid version where
yeah,
you don't get that, you don't get
Mm.
that privacy.
of which they can change in the future though. You know what I mean? They could
Yeah.
just switch up the
Yeah, yeah.
terms and service and be like, okay, from now on we're doing that.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't
Yeah,
know
because
if
WeTransfer
most
changed
people would
their
be
terms,
comfortable with
didn't
that.
they? Was it WeTransfer that changed their terms where they can use the files that you upload to train their platform?
Really?
Same
What?
with CapCut.
With Adobe,
So
Adobe, right?
is it Adobe as well? I wasn't
What would
sure, but
we
I know, for
transfer
example,
do with it?
there was a big thing with WeTransfer. There was SoundCloud as well, but they quickly reverted, I think, didn't they, after they got a lot of complaints?
Right. What would we transfer do with the files though? Like, what are they training? Like, what's
Use it,
the
I'm not sure.
yeah,
Maybe they're building something.
To sell,
yeah,
maybe sell your data
Yeah.
that's
once
true.
they train
Yeah,
it. I think
hmm
that's
yeah,
probably going to be super valuable. Just selling people's AI. Oh, we learned all this stuff from all the files. Here's the stuff you can use to train your AI.
yeah, that's true.
I
That
know
makes
CapCut have some insane terms, so if you've uploaded through CapCut, they can use the videos you've ran through their system to train their models,
hmm
and also they have like rights to use those. I mean, what I watched a video of someone explaining it, and I know not everyone understands terms and stuff, so some people make videos after reading it and might not get it 100% right, but so I don't know how true it is with CapCut, but apparently they can use like your footage, like they technically have the rights to use your footage for like ads or anything they'd want to use it for to monetize off. And if you, for example, had music in your video which you didn't have the rights to, but then they got sued for having music in the video that your video had, then it would fall on you
Mhm.
because it's come from
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
content. There was just some crazy stuff like that, and I'm sure for most people it's like probably never going to happen, but it's quite scary to know that it could happen
Could happen.
just from
Yeah.
using their
Mhm.
platform.
Do you guys think the AI because YouTube stopped because it was like a gold mine, wasn't it? Like everyone was just blitzing AI generated videos for profit on YouTube, like YouTube Shorts, but they've stopped doing that, right? They've stopped
Mhm.
they've stopped allowing people to post like basically you can still do it, but you just can't monetize on it now, or they're about to enforce it or something like that.
Mhm.
So I think it's kind of a good thing because it'll stop people just making a shitload of videos, not even thinking about it, just blindly making videos.
hmm
um and encourage more like authentic content. But yeah, what do you guys think about that?
What's he
Yeah,
saying with
probably.
platforms asking you
YouTube,
to, oh,
YouTube stopped allowing people to monetize off
with
of like
AI
AI
content?
generated content. Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's probably a step in a good direction because people were just taking advantage of it. Just because with these AI videos, you can just bang out 100, real quick.
yeah,
hmm
They probably don't take as long. The quality is not good. I remember seeing fake ones, like fake Ronaldo, talking about how good he was and how much better he was
Yeah,
yeah,
than Messi. And when you think about that, that can be not good PR for his brand. That video had a lot of millions of views, and it's
yeah,
not
like
him
the Joe
saying it.
Rogan one promoting supplements and stuff.
yeah. It's kind of mad.
It can be
But at one point,
tricky.
how are they gonna know? Right now, you can kind of tell still, but
Hmm.
I've been tricked a couple times where I've been scrolling and I've seen something and I
Mm.
thought it was real, and then some wild shit happens, like the guy just like turns into a cake or something. I'm like,
Yeah.
you got me for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of them are pretty convincing. I saw one as well. It was like two guys cooking, and it was really low quality camera, and I was like, oh, it looks like some guys cooking, something's about to happen, and then they just both got the pan and threw it over their heads, and then all this like molten cheese like went all over them. I was like, okay, it's AI, but up until that point, I was like, oh man, this looks real.
Yeah, some of it's convincing.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's tricky to say. Do you think AI in general is helpful for producers, or do you think it's damaging?
it could
I
be
think it
both,
can
right?
always be helpful.
Yeah.
It just depends on how you use it, the way you view it. But for the most part, I think it will be useful. If not, it is useful.
Do you
Hmm.
think
I don't
producers are under
think,
threat because of
nah,
AI?
I don't think anyone should ever be under threat by technology because at the end of the day, usually it's just to help us improve. And it might just shift how the game works for us a little bit. Maybe, okay, if AI does the heavy lifting on the music, there's certain ways that, okay, maybe branding has to be way more important than it was before. The game will
Hmm.
just shift and we have to adapt to the game a little bit more. But I don't think it's dangerous.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think with art, I always just feel like we're always going to want to see what humans are making. I remember we spoke about it a few weeks back and we were saying like when NFTs first came out and it was a bit of a hype and everyone wanted to see all these like NFT arts that were available.
Hmm.
I think we'll always just want to see what a human has painted or what a human has drawn. And the same with music. It's kind of interesting to see what AI can make because it's like the first time you see anything, it's like, what? A machine did this. This is crazy. Like AI has done it. And then once
Yeah.
everyone's used to it and everyone's pumping out so much AI music, people are just going to be a bit sick of it and be like, what are humans making? Like, I just want to hear
Mm.
what you've made. Let me go watch a
Hmm.
band or something just to see some
Yeah.
live music because it's just getting a bit too much now. I feel like we're always just gonna want to know what humans are creating, or just we'll always be more interested in what humans are making.
For
Yeah,
sure. Yeah.
I think it comes down to story as well. And
Yeah,
ChatGPT, not ChatGPT, but AI in general, it's lacking that still. There is no what's the come up
mm,
story, what's the background. That's what we
Yeah.
really
For
connect
sure.
with artists and music a lot of the times.
yeah,
Hmm.
definitely.
It's sometimes of course we
Yeah.
hear a song and we just love that song. But I
Yeah,
think it's becoming rarer and rarer these days. You really connect with the whole thing rather
Hmm.
than just the music. You connect with the
yeah.
image, you know what I mean? So until AI is able
Something
to
interesting that
catch up
Kans was
there,
saying that got me thinking. Yeah,
yeah,
true.
but
I was gonna say something like I was speaking to Kans about this, and we're also speaking about artists, and he was saying the age of the superstar has passed. Like, there's no superstars anymore in
hmm,
movies, music, anything.
Yeah.
Like, of course, we
It's
still have
diluted.
some of the goats like Drake and Kendrick who've been around for a while, but there's no new superstars really, like a full-on superstar. If you compare it to, think about like Michael Jackson, even like what
hmm.
Eminem
Yeah.
was at one point, that level of superstar, that just doesn't happen anymore.
I
The
think
only
it's a
thing
lot
I
tougher with
thought is
music.
close to it is streamers. You know, someone
Yeah,
like I Show Speed, but again, that's kind of just with a younger audience. But when it was like big movie stars and real big superstars, that was just like everyone.
Hmm.
yeah. I think it's
Yeah.
tougher in
It's
music these
definitely
days
diluted
because
down.
we have to give if you're a new coming up and coming artist, it's harder to have mystery and still blow up. You kind of do have to
Yeah,
give
Hmm.
a lot of yourself online, and that does take away from the mystery a little bit. And those big
hmm,
superstars like a Michael Jackson, like a Prince, there was so much mystery behind them.
yeah.
Hmm.
So
Do
you
you think
wanted to
like
see them in
politics comes
person.
into it as well? Like I saw how everyone's pushing Pedro Pascal now, like as the actor,
Oh yeah,
just because he just ticks because he just ticks all the boxes, and I think that's like another thing studios and he's like way more loops to jump through now to like be pushed out like by these big studios. Like he's like masculine, but he's also feminine, and he's also like his political views align with the studio's political views, and he does all these. He basically just, he kind of ticks all those boxes. Whereas before it was like raw talent kind of can cut through if they get in the right room at the right time.
I think his timing as well, because he's probably just
Yeah.
he's got the perfect brand image for now. But then
Yeah,
maybe in
yeah,
5 years it might shift again where society feels more like this way. So a
Yeah.
PR company can just construct your image to be more like that way to kind of break through, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
yeah,
100%.
yeah. It's kind of strange, man. But I guess it's kind of a good thing because it's more I think in music at least it's still more accessible to make. You don't have to be a superstar.
Yeah.
You can be, like you say, like relatively big and still be able to eat, still be able to like pay your bills and stuff, and do essentially what you wanted to do in the first place, minus all the all the chaos.
Literally.
Yeah, I
Like
guess
you
instead
know
of
what's
having
cool
like,
about now?
go on.
Mm.
So let's say like 2000s, you had your massive superstars, right? Like a Michael Jackson or Eminem, like you were saying. And they were obviously like the top 0.01%. And then everyone else you'd probably never heard of. You never heard of the average rapper who's down the street just making loads of really good music, but you just never hear of him because there's no platform for him to just be out there. If you had
Yeah.
to, if you was,
Mm.
you'd have to print all these CDs and stuff. It's still expensive. Whereas like now,
Mhm.
there's always artists I've never heard of, never seen before. They just pop up. I go to their Spotify, 5 million monthlies, 1 million monthlies, 500,000 monthlies. And they're still able
Yeah.
Yeah,
to tour, make a good living. Maybe it's not like 20 million a year, but maybe they can still make 100K a
good
year.
living. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, which is more
There's
than
probably
enough,
like 10,000 of those guys versus
Yeah,
back
for
in the
Yeah,
sure.
day, there'd
loads.
probably be like 1,000 of them, and everyone else at the top was like really at the top eating, and they were
Yeah,
everywhere. Do you know what I mean? Like it's probably more balanced. Not balanced,
Yeah.
but you know what I mean. Like,
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's just more accessible for people now, isn't it? Compared to what
yeah,
it
for
was.
sure. And it's probably healthier as well, because like imagine being like Justin Bieber or like Michael Jackson. You couldn't like leave the front door and walk to your car without being swamped. Whereas
Yeah.
if you're someone like not huge, like maybe an example would be like Kyra Keys or like Nave Smalls or those guys, where they can move how they want, not get pestered really too much, and then when they go to shows, they're like famous there, like because everyone's gone to their shows. It's like they get the experience of being like a celebrity kind of, but in a controlled environment where they know that's going to happen, and then when they just want to live life, they can just go shopping and do the normal day-to-day stuff without being like super pestered.
Yeah.
hmm.
That'd be a
Kind of,
good balance to have.
yeah, that'd be the ideal,
Because
I'd
even
say.
someone like Central C probably can't just step out in public. Like
Yeah,
he'd get swarmed. So
yeah,
that's
for
somewhat of a
sure.
superstar that we have today, but even still, like I watched Eminem's new documentary that he's put out in some cinemas called Stans. It's about some of his like intense fans that have just been with him from the start and gone to everything and they're obsessed. Like you know what a stan is, isn't it? So it's about his
Yeah.
stans, but it follows like some of Eminem's life as well. And he's in the documentary, like answering some stuff and talking about some shit. And he was saying the last time he went out in public, like just by himself, properly anyway, into like a mall, like a shopping mall, he was with his daughter Haley like years and years ago, and he said as he was walking out, like some people started like following him, and then all of a sudden it was like the whole mall was like following him, and inside he was just so like anxious and just wanting to fucking just disappear and get out of it. He was
Yeah,
like, it was just, it can't even describe the feeling. It's just this insane, like weird, like scared feeling. It's like everyone's following you, and it's like that's the
Hmm.
last time I did anything like that. So that
yeah,
would be crazy. Like, imagine stepping out and having just
Yeah,
everyone
that
like
is
following
nuts.
you. Like, it might be like fun the first time, like, oh, this is exciting. But if that was every time you leave the house, that would be crazy.
yeah. I get
Yeah,
Especially if you're
that
just
lot
that
of
with
is
it.
it. Like,
nuts.
say if you had a kid, you just with your kid as well. It's quite weird.
Yeah, just trying to have ice
Yeah,
cream or something.
Yeah, because you don't know
no
who's in
chance.
that crowd as well. There's always some like crazy guy. Maybe you've not responded to his DMs, or I don't know.
Literally,
There
he's
could
got
be.
he's
Yeah,
got stands really out there for him, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
bro,
yeah,
you didn't write me back. What the fuck?
Yeah. So,
Yeah, that's
all
crazy.
right, boys. I might have to dip out if that's cool.
Yeah, cool.
Cool.
Can call it there.
All right.
All right, appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Take care.
See you in the next one. Peace.